I've had a couple parents where their children have actually gone missing after being detained by CPS, and all of a sudden their children are gone. They cannot find them. They're not in any foster homes.
All right, Cynthia, do you get very many calls or folks talking about, human trafficking on your show?
Yes, I hear constantly about parents thinking that CPS is engaged with human trafficking.
What type of allegations do people make?
I've had a couple parents where their children have actually gone missing after being detained by CPS, and all of a sudden their children are gone. They cannot find them. They're not in any foster homes. CPS doesn't know where they are, and they don't hear from them for a while.
You know, I recently heard of an allegation, and I won't name the county, and I won't name any names or organizations, but this was the scenario. A child was placed in foster care in a group home, I believe, and allegedly the child ended up in, human trafficking, being human trafficked allegedly, and allegedly was engaging or being prostituted out by others. And as the allegation goes, that this happens more times than we think with kids that we put in foster homes or group homes, and that it's a problem that we don't hear about and that we don't know about. Have you heard
Correct.
anything? Have you heard anything like that?
Yes, exactly what you just said, and it is sad.
You know,
I just had a go ahead.
You just had a
I
what?
just had a family who was telling me about their son who, again, went missing. I actually interviewed a female who was sent into foster care and ended up in trafficking and was drugged and prostituted out as well and got out of it and literally ended up becoming a mom herself, and a good mom, and is in a marriage and has a home. But her life in foster care was pushed through as trafficking and, like I said, prostituted out and on drugs. And you're right, people don't hear about this, but I did interview her. So if people are interested in that story, it's up on my page.
What is that, the series?
The reality series, CPS, The Horror Stories.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right, we're going to take our next break. We'll be back with more questions, more calls, more stories. And Lily from California, hold on, because we're going to take you next. Our next break. We'll be back with more questions, more calls, more stories. And Lily from California, hold on, because we're going to take you next.